Oh hey, I didn't see you there. While I have your attention, do you guys want to see the interior of the new Kia Sorrento? Alright, so today we have the 2025 Kia Sorrento plug-in hybrid SX. Now the SX model is important here. It's the only trim level that will give you the option between this light gray, almost white leather, or a blue leather. We've also filmed a video on the blue leather if you're curious to see it. I will link it in the description below. Now on this particular model, whether you get hybrid or plug-in hybrid doesn't matter, but a lot of your high-touch, very soft leather materials are transformed to a nice bright contrast. So you'll see our door card here has a nice insert, and all of your high-touch-esque areas are still black, so you don't have to worry about staining the white leather. Now, I will admit this could have used a better clean before we filmed, but you can see what a real-world situation would look like. Now for the main seats, we have a beautiful quilted pattern on the outer portion or the bolstered portion, and then perforated leather in the actual seat. Your headrest is adjustable, and you have some nice light stitching too. The seats themselves will have a ton of controls. I'll quickly give you guys a run through. So we have 4-way lumbar support, our backrest adjustment, the bottom of the seat, which can be pushed down or tilted on an angle, as well as raised for height. And then you have a leg extender for taller drivers. Now this main dash panel here also has the light finish, and your buttons there are backlit, so at nighttime they're very easy to view. A huge benefit of this lighter interior comes up to the dark headliner. So the headliner on the SX model is a deluxe microfiber suede style. It really darkens up the cabin, so having a lighter leather like this really brightens things. It just gives it a nice touch of life. Now let's take a look at the passenger side, and we'll also work our way into the second row and the third row. Front end, this is Cityscape Green, if you're curious, one of my favorite paint colors Kia has recently introduced to our lineup. Then for a passenger seat, it'll largely be the same as the driver in terms of styling, but there are a couple controls differences for the positionings. So we still have lumbar support, except it's 2-way now, and then we have our height adjustment and our backrest. The door card is exactly the same, so we got our nice bright stitching and then our soft touch elements for the armrest area and the handle. I won't say the proper name of the handle, but you guys know. For our dash, that same light bright material, and that extends towards your climate panel and infotainment panel here too. Your push to start ignition is also housed surrounding by it, that light material. Then our second row seats have a slight change to them. So they're still very bright and very white. You can see we got our armrests that are adjustable, the same quilted pattern, and then heated seats are available for the main seats back here, so the 2 seats. There's the error with me not editing this video. I wanted to do it in one shot, but I mess up sometimes, you guys. I'm only human. Over here we can see our door cards, the same finishes as the driver and passenger up at the front. Everything feels very premium no matter where you're sitting. Now the back portions of the seat again have the white or light gray finish, something that is a little bit different because most of our color interior options still keep the seat back a black plastic. So let me know in the comments what you guys think, if you'd prefer if they kept it dark or if you like the all white. And here we have the door closed with the full look. The bottom portion of the door is still very dark, same thing with the upwards portion, so I do think the contrast is nice and it's not too overwhelmingly bright. To access our third row, we'll roll our seats forward. You can see the backs of the seats are a black carpet, so if you have everything knocked down completely flat and you're using your Sorento to store, large items or things that might be dirty, you don't have to worry about staining a brighter carpet. That is a very, very nice touch that they've added. Same thing with the floor. The floor is entirely black carpet, so far more stain resistant. Your rear seats back here, that same bright white leather or light gray leather, that's what they're calling it. Your seat belts are the same as well. Your seatbelt slots. The seatbelts themselves are black. And then in the cargo area, we could take a look at the back of those seats before we end off today's video. So the back, just like what we see in the second row, is going to have a black carpet finish, perfect for when you are loading things into your vehicle. If you want to see how easy they are to knock down, you'll simply pull the tether, it'll fold your headrest up, and then, it's a little hard to do while filming, but we'll give it a slight push. There we go. and they'll go flat. To knock the second row down, you do have these buttons here that allow them to fold by themselves. They do go completely flat. I just have it stuck because of the armrest. So now you can load your things into the Kia Sorrento without risking staining your light interior. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if this video was helpful. If you were specifically looking for a video on the light interior, I think this might have just done exactly that. And of course, subscribe to follow along for more things Kia and Hyundai. Bye-bye.